Hey everyone, and welcome back to Cosplay Sewing School. Today we are going to be taking a field trip to MADE in St. Louis, Missouri, where we are going to learn how to cut synthetic fabric on the laser cutter. Let's get started. So a little bit of a note before we head over to MADE. I am cutting out 5s and 7s for my Weldon's Fancy Dress project. Okay, so before we get to the laser cutter, we have to prepare a file. So I have here prepared a file in Adobe Illustrator. Now the machines are going to use a slightly different format, and we're going to go over to the computer attached to the machine here in just a minute. But what I have done is created my 5s and 7s in the layout that I wanted, and what I have is an 18-inch by 24-inch file artboard, and that is going to give me what I need for this laser. So what I'm going to do is export this to a PDF that I can then open over on the files on the laser machine. And I have also prepared a whole lot of fabric. I know we did that earlier with the block fusing. And just to note that the special thing about doing this with polyesters is the one time polyester actually has an advantage, is that polyester will burn and melt on the edges, and that will actually make it so that I don't have to do a lot of finish work whenever we attach these, because this one is going to be kind of a quick build. So let's get over to the lasers and actually get started. Okay, so let's talk about the laser. So what we have here is the bed of the laser. We have the honeycomb thingamabobber on, and I'm going to go ahead and I have my fabric that we prepped yesterday, and I am going to go ahead and just arrange this in the center of the bed, and we're going to put a little masking tape on, because once we turn everything on, we're going to turn the air assist on, and this will be kind of all flapping everywhere. So I am here at the computer with the laser attached to it, and I have gone in and have opened this piece of art into the laser software. And what I'm going to go ahead and do here is hit that settings, and what that is going to do is bring us up some options. Now this particular software has some really good options that are preset that get us kind of pretty close to where we want to be. So I'm going to go ahead and select fabric and ballistic nylon. I think that might be close to what we need. We'll go ahead and adjust from there. Okay, so we flipped that exhaust switch. I'm about to turn my air assist on. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is focus the laser. We have a cool doohickey right here, and what that focus is going to do is make sure that the power settings in the software are going to actually work on what we have here in the laser. The next thing that we have to do is go ahead and figure out our place where we think we're going to start. And let's do our first run. Okay, so let's talk about what happened here. These, they come up as they work, and the laser kind of ate this 7, but that tells us that we need to pause after each couple of these and go ahead and try to grab these out before the laser takes a bunch out of them. All right, let's do the second half. By the way, I did change my settings to denim. The ballistic nylon was just not working, so I'll put these aside and keep going. All right, so that basically covers it. So just to go back over what we did, we went ahead, we got the fabric into here, we taped it down with some masking tape, adjusted our settings. This time I went ahead and used the denim settings and just put the thickness as low as it would go. And then grab the laser, let the laser start. As each 5 and 7 was coming out, I went ahead and paused and grabbed those so that they did not get run over basically by the laser as it was moving around. And all I am going to do is keep repeating this over and over and over. Now the edges of those 5s and 7s are
really pretty, as you can see here, and they won't fray. Then that kind of is it. So laser cutting fabric is super easy, and I hope that you try it on lasers you have access to. Please check out MADE. That is MADE STL, MADESTL.com. And if you're in the area, and if not, find a local makerspace and go make something cool.
All right, we are back in the studio where I can show you the mounds of 5s and 7s that we have made on the laser cutter. They smell funny because, you know, they were burned on the laser cutter, and they are gorgeous and perfect. The edges will not fray ever because, well, polyester likes to melt, so those edges have melted together. I will be heat fusing these, which is why we put the fusible on to begin with, onto my skirt, and the next time you see me back with this project, we are going to be discussing the making of that skirt. This will be a 2-piece outfit, so we will do that then. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that you can come back next time and see where all these 57s went. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and hit me up at cosplaysewing.com, Cosplay Sewing School on all the socials, and I hope that you go try a laser cutter to cut fabric. Thanks so much, and see you next time. Bye!